All right, we are live here on the office hours. How you doing? Waiting for people to come on in here. Tripp Kramer from trippadvice.com. Live here on Facebook. So if you guys are watching this later on, this is the time when no one is live and it's just me and you and the viewer from watching it later. Okay, we got some people coming in. Hello, Spin. Waiting for people to come here in on Facebook. Hopefully I'm coming in clear. Lots of crazy internet problems over here in Chiang Mai, Thailand. That's where we are. What's up, Angel, Walter, Monique, Shaman? Let me know if I'm coming in clear. Let me know if you can hear me and see me and there's no crazy lag. What's up, the legendary Lurch Logan, Travis, Ed? Looks like the stream is good, so I think we're going to be off and going. So we're going to answer questions here because that's what we do here on the Tripp Advice Office Hours Live. Every single Tuesday, 9 p.m. Eastern, you can count on me being here. What's up, Josh? How you doing? Josh is on here on Facebook Live, and he is the winner of the big Get the Girl contest, the Get the Girl giveaway. So, Josh, let me know if you've already started getting coaching and how it's going. All right, what's up, Lit, Nathaniel? Spin Min. That looks like Thai. Is that Thai? No. What is that? What language is that? Forgive me for not knowing. Let's see. Hello, everybody. Say hello. Tell me where you're watching from. Yeah, Josh, we can get you live in just a little bit. Clear. So everything is clear. Coming in okay? Awesome. No lags. Cool. Well, Josh, if you have questions about that, that's something we'll talk about later on. So we're not going to answer questions about the coaching program here on the live. This is only for questions that people have. What's up, Ben? Lit is Orlando, Australia, Trinidad, Cali, Arizona, Nepal. Wow. El Salvador, Botswana, Pittsburgh. Someone said I'm coming in clear. Texas. Hola on YouTube. Honduras. Wonderful. Cool. California, Texas, Louisiana. Awesome. Anyone here on Facebook? Where are you watching from? Henry Kakuno, Wisconsin. Cool. Australia. Awesome. John Crozier. Hey, man. Yeah, I remember you. Hey, Tripp, it's been a while. Great to see you. Delaware. Peru. Chicago. That's where I'm originally from. Los Angeles. That's where I was living in for a long time. Oregon, Germany, Netherlands, Miami. Cool. Ben, thanks for the acknowledgement. You're welcome, Ben. All right, cool. Lots of people here. Awesome. I'm going to restart this chat real quick. All right, cool. Lots of people here live right now. Awesome. So let's get into it. What are your questions? Shout them out at me. Here's the thing. I'm gonna do my best to answer all the questions that I can. I know that we have a lot of people here live and a lot of people asking questions. So sometimes it's, yes, I have an Instagram. It's Tripp Advice. Tripp Advice. Tripp Advice. So yeah, I know it's hard to get to every question. So just try to bear with me while I answer as many as I do. I know some people end up repeating some in the chat if I don't end up answering them, and I'm okay with that. Obviously, don't just spam the chat and copy paste your question like a billion times, but if like 5 minutes have gone by and you realize I haven't seen yours, it's okay. You can write it again, but please don't spam the chat. And I have been known to put people in timeouts when you say naughty things, so beware of that. Cool, Josh, that's a good question. So maybe we will get you live for people who are ever interested in doing coaching, whether it's with me or anybody else. So we'll make sure we do that. Hablas español? Poquito. That's pretty much it. That's all I got. Okay, cool. Criminal. Okay, so we get this question a lot. Where's the best place to go for a first date? Can anyone help answer that? I know people on this live have been on many first dates. So where have you been on a first date that's been really awesome? I'd say the best place. I'm gonna give you a really boring answer. It's not interesting. People ask, they want to know, like, oh, like they're gonna get this answer. That's this like amazing, incredible place. But really, honestly, the best thing I could tell you is getting a drink if you're over 21 and you like to drink, or getting some coffee. Ashish on Facebook says first date bowling. Josh agrees. He likes to meet for coffee. Keep it short and cheap in case you don't like her. Yeah, that's the thing, especially if you're doing online dating. I'd say coffee or a drink is the way to go because you don't know what it's going to be like. You barely know them unless you talk to them for a while. We got camping, running, cafe, anywhere. Ed Tito, how can I become a chick magnet? Well, keep watching the live and watch my videos on YouTube. John Crozier says, am I saying your name right? On Facebook, he says, first dates don't do the movies, simple lunch or coffee drinks. I'd stay away from lunch. Lunch is, it doesn't really set a nice scene. Like, it seems really friend-ish or business-like. Business associates go to lunch. And yeah, I agree. Don't do the movies. That's true because going to the movies, it's hard to talk to your date. Well, it's not hard to talk to. You're not talking to your date. You're watching the movie, which kind of kills the whole connection, doesn't it? Right? Exactly. What other questions do we got? How do you know a girl like you as a friend or being seductive? How do you know a girl like you is being a friend or being seductive? The answer to that is really a lot in her body language or the way she's acting. If she's just talking to you and being nice to you, that doesn't necessarily mean she likes you. But if she's trying to get close to you, she touches you a lot, giving you really intense eye contact, those are signs that she likes you. But again, you could be in the friend zone, so be careful here. So the real answer to ever knowing if a girl likes you is if she says yes to a date, because you never know for sure. Of course, if she tries to kiss you, but that's very rare that a girl's going to try to kiss you right away. Nathan Bates says, how do I kiss a girl I really like? Nathan, I'm going to be doing a video on that very soon. Very soon. Ant-Man, you know the struggle, fam. You guys are hilarious. What are the questions you got here? Lots of questions. Let me get to some. Okay. TJ said, if I have a really long, complicated question, can I inbox you? TJ, you can also, I don't know why YouTube doesn't have this yet. Maybe they do, and I'm missing the whole boat here. But TJ, you can go onto Facebook, and we can get you live. So I can get you live here on Facebook, and we can have you actually talk where we can all hear you. So if you go to facebook.com/tripadvice, we can talk to you there and answer your question. It's Creole says, what do you say when asking a girl to finally be your girlfriend? Sometimes instead of asking, you can just kind of say a statement. So you can say something like, at this time, I really enjoy hanging out with you, and I don't really or I don't really want to hang out with anyone else, and I don't really want to be, spending time with any other girls or any other women. So just kind of telling her where you are and then seeing where she's at. And if she's in the same boat, well, then the next logical step is to be boyfriend and girlfriend. Jumpman says, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. That's very true. Very true. Walter Villacorta. Tripp, which books do you recommend to get better at women? Oh, it's been a long time I've ever read any books on that subject. So let me get back to you on that. It has been a while since I've read any books. Look up the book A Billion, I think it's A Billion Wicked Thoughts. Look up that book, and that teaches you a little bit about what men and women both desire. So in a sense, it is kind of a book to learn about women, which in turn helps you learn about dating. What do you think about using pheromones to pick up? I don't know if pheromones really work, but you know what? I know they sell them. Give it a shot. Yes, Josh says the book, The Way of the Superior Man. That completely went over my head. That is one of my favorite. I'm not the only one who recommends that book. A lot of people recommend that book. Ashish says, a girl in my town has feelings for me. I have feelings for her as well, but she has a boyfriend. Her friends and family don't like him because he's a loser and a small-time criminal. Ugh. And she's confused to either. Couldn't see the rest of that, Ashish. Here's the deal. Ashish, if you're trying to ask me whether or not you should be trying to continue to go for that girl or what you should do and like her family doesn't like, here's the thing. It's always going to be, it doesn't matter what her family thinks. The end result, whether he's a small-time criminal or he's a loser, the end result is it's always going to be up to the girl. You know, and just because her family doesn't approve, that doesn't matter because she approves. So it doesn't matter who approves and who doesn't approve except for her. So I would make sure that you understand that you need to move on if this girl is in a relationship or dating somebody else. Derwin says, Tripp advice, which statement would say more of, I want to date you, instead of let's be friends, let's hang out sometimes, or let's get together sometimes? I don't know. I'm not sure what an in-between would be. I mean, it shouldn't really matter. You know, the words here shouldn't really matter. Because she either likes you or she doesn't like you. So if you're not sure and you're in the friend zone, Jerwin, there's no reason why you shouldn't have to say, I wouldn't say I want to date you, just say I want to take you out sometime. You know, I think if you say I want to take you out sometime or I want to take in a date, it's pretty clear what's going on here. No, TJ, it's not about inboxing me on Facebook. It's about coming on the Facebook Live and actually coming on live, watching live from Facebook, and then going live. But inboxing me on Facebook is going to be the same as emailing me, and I get a lot of emails every day, so I might not get to it. I mean, I will get to it. I just might not get to it as soon as you want, so just know that. Tripp, what are your thoughts about giving your number to a girl and telling her to text you instead of asking for hers? Good question. I don't know if I've really covered this huge on a live, but let me tell you something. I am very much against giving a girl your number. It is maybe very much last resort, but I wouldn't do it because it puts you out of control of the situation. And then there's really nothing you could do. So I would get her number no matter what. Giving you her number, you have a very small chance of her ever really contacting you. It's very rare. If you don't believe me, try it out, by the way. Okay? TJ, tell me really quick what we're going to be talking about. What's the basis of your question? Just in like a sentence. Guys, if you don't follow me on Facebook, by the way, like me on Facebook. That's facebook.com/trippadvice. Just in case you want to catch me live over there for whatever reason. Or just if you're on Facebook a lot, you'll get updates of everything that I'm doing. So you don't need to copy and paste, TJ. Just tell me a quick sentence. So what we're about to do, guys, is we're about to go live with someone on Facebook. So that means that you're going to be able to see him. And yes, I have Instagram as well. It's just Tripp Advice. You guys can follow me there. It's Instagram.com/TrippAdvice, or just look up Tripp Advice on Instagram. But okay, cool. TJ. All right. So, anyways, on Facebook we can go live with people. That means that we can put them live and they can actually talk, and you're going to see it right here. So, let's do it. TJ. Oh, TJ, we can't have you go live. It doesn't say it's available. I don't know why not. Maybe restart your. Josh, I'm Tripp. How did you find this? You should know that if you're live here with me, that this is not advice about travel. Yeah, it says you can't go live, TJ. I'm not sure why. But if anyone else wants to go live and ask their question live, then you can go to Facebook and you can see where I'm going live, and then talk to me in the chat, and then we can get you live. Oh, cool. You were scrolling live streams. This is dating advice for guys, Josh. Yeah, TJ, let's see what you can do, man. I don't know why you can't go live here. Ant-Man says, there's a girl I like, but she's in the military. We've been in contact through Facebook, but I'm unsure when she comes back, and I fear it might be too personal to ask. What should I do? Personal to ask what? To ask her out? Here's my question, Ant-Man. Do you really want to date someone in the military, not because they're in the military, but because they're away all the time? Is that the kind of relationship you want to have? Just something to think about. Nate Fibes just came from YouTube. Cool, man. Nate, we can't get you live either. Not everyone is able to go live. I don't know. It's maybe because your Facebook app isn't updated all the way. Christopher said, I've watched a guy date a coworker, a beautiful woman by all accounts, the prettiest woman in the office. She is, however, flirting with me and ignoring him. Ooh, this is dangerous, and have not engaged. Trouble. Well, good for you, Christopher, for not engaging with the girl. Maybe I would talk to the guy if you think it's clear flirting. He might not even care. It all depends. Everyone has different thoughts and thresholds with that. Yeah, TJ, it's because you're on your PC. Guys, if you want to go live here, Josh says, dang, I'm active duty military. We don't deserve a chance. No, absolutely. Listen, it has nothing to do with you being in the military. Everyone should get a chance. I'm just trying to look out for, every single person. Is like, let's be honest, Josh. Are you away a lot? Is it difficult for you to maintain a relationship? I'm not talking about you're already in a relationship and then you go to the military. That's different. I mean, like, you're in the military or you're in a job that's traveling a lot and you're trying to start a relationship. Let's just be real. It's tough, right? Yeah, you need the mobile app to go live. You need the mobile app to go live. Ant-Man says, when she comes back from Afghanistan or wherever she goes, and I'm willing to go long distance and make every minute count when she's here. All right, that's fine if you're willing to go long distance. Josh says, absolutely. Yeah, you agree. So if you're willing to go long distance, that's fine. Listen, it's all up to you. You're going to see. You're going to, play it out. If it's someone you really like and you want to go for it, go for it. Don't let me stop you. John says, thanks for your service, Josh. Yes, thanks for your service. Josh, yeah, we'll get you live here in a bit, buddy. I want to give some other people a chance, but we will get you live. Tehigo says, Tripp, I have a hard one for you. I'm curious how difficult it really is. Joshua says, this girl sent me a snap. Dat me? I don't know what that means. How do I keep her interested and build up the relationship? I would get her off. Everything should always, imagine, okay, I'm going to back up here. I'm going to back up here. Imagine a staircase, okay? At the top of the staircase, imagine that represents meeting the girl in person. Imagine the bottom of the staircase. It represents you haven't met the girl yet, and then like the first step of the staircase is you guys are, to the furthest distance you guys could be from each other with communication would probably be like social media, Facebook, Snapchat, something like that. The goal is to climb the stairs and get to the top of the staircase, okay? And at the top of the staircase, again, is you meeting in person. Your goal is always to eventually get the girl in person. So if Snapchat's at the bottom, then you need to do what you need to do to climb the stairs and get to the top. So some intermediate steps there, not saying you have to take every intermediate step, but some intermediate steps there are getting her phone number, texting her on the phone, calling her on the phone, and then eventually, again, working your way to meeting up in person. So just imagine that staircase, and it's your goal to climb it and get to the top, which is meeting her in person. So think about that in terms of what you need to do. So you asked the question about Snapchat. Well, the goal would be get closer to her. So that could be from Snapchat getting her number. It could be even snapping her and talking to her and setting up a date. A lot of people meet people online or through Tinder. So you can do some intermediate stuff like getting her number, but then eventually texting her, and eventually getting her in person. So Brian says, hey, Tripp, I use your advice and it works. Thanks. You're welcome. Norcel says, Tripp, did I sense a bit of jealousy in your last video? What video? Nate Vibes, currently downloading the app. Awesome. All right, let me go back to YouTube here and see what's going on. Yamar says, how does your girlfriend feel or react when you give us advice? Does she ask if you ever used your advice on her? She doesn't ask, but people ask her a lot. And yeah, I did. I mean, basically, the advice I'm trying to give you guys is just the most confident moves or putting yourself in the position that's going to get you to getting her attracted to you. So it's not like trickery. It's just teaching you how attraction works and then teaching you how to be the most confident guy, putting it all together, and then boom, you can attract more girls in now than you might have used to been able to. That's my short answer. If a girl never texts first, is she still interested? Yeah, and the ultimate form of knowing if she's interested is if she'll meet up with you in person. How do you know if a girl is loyal? Good question. How do you know if a girl is loyal? That's hard to say. It's hard to say. How do you know if she's going to be loyal? Well, I'd say that you trust her in other ways, right? Has she been congruent, meaning to her actions, thoughts, and words align? If she's for example, if she tells you she's going to be somewhere at 9 o'clock and she shows up at 10, I'm not saying that right there says that she's not loyal, but are you seeing a lot of examples of her not being trustworthy or her thoughts, words, and actions not aligning up? Again, that's my really kind of weak answer. I don't think that's a great answer because even that doesn't mean that someone's going to cheat on you, but it can give you an idea potentially. But it's hard to know. It's hard to know. I would say, hopefully you don't catch her in any lies. She's not lying to you. That's probably the big one. Is she lying to you? Is she saying something that you catch her in? Do you see her flirting with other guys? Does she seem interested in other guys when you guys are around? That's probably my answer. E for Electric, also named Alex. He says it was awesome to see you on Nick Newman's show. Your story is inspiring. Cool, man. I'm glad to be an inspiration for you. All right, we're gonna bring TJ live on camera. Here we go. Someone's gonna go live. We're gonna hear the story and hear what's going on. Yes, I think my advice would apply to girls of all ethnicities, EMR. All right, we're trying to go live here with TJ. He's going to come on live. We're going to answer his question. Hey, can you hear us?
But wow. All right, this is the first. Yeah, I can hear you, Tripp.
Cool. What's going on, man? How you doing?
Good. How are you? I'm a big fan of the videos. It helped me a lot. Basically, my situation right now.
Hold on one sec. First,
So
I gotta put you on YouTube also, so everyone can see you. Okay, is that
for
cool with
sure,
you?
for sure.
So people on
That'd
YouTube
be
aren't
awesome.
left out. So hold on while I just fix the camera here and make it so everyone can see you and us, and we can get this going. So bear with me, everybody, while I set this up. This obviously is so not ideal, but obviously I'm traveling so much I don't have an awesome setup like
It's all
other
good.
YouTubers do. So we'll do that for now.
What's up,
Cool.
everybody?
Everyone say
So,
hello to Mr. TJ
hey
here.
guys. I'm assuming you guys can hear me. I'm from Southern Ontario in Canada. Um, so my story is, I'm on this sports team, and
Are you over 18,
it's
by the way?
I'm 25.
Okay, fantastic.
It's a little over 18, but so we do basically like submission wrestling, a ton of fun, and I've dated, been with some girls on the team, and there's this other girl, and we really like each other. Like thanks to your videos, I know she likes me, but the problem is the most recent girl, she trained in a different city, went to school in a different city, was just home for the summer, and then things didn't work out, whatever. So she's in a different city. I hope she's doing well. Things ended just fine. But this girl right now, told me she wants to go to Toronto. I'm assuming you guys have heard of Toronto. So she wants to move to Toronto to go to school, and I kind of don't like. It's going to be like the same situation. You know what I mean? The long distance was difficult, and like for me, it was difficult. And at the same time, like my teammates and even like my coach and even this girl, they all know that I've been with like, let's just say there's 4 girls that have trained at our gym, and I've been with 3 of them, and this being the 4th. So I kind of have that reputation, you know what I mean?
Okay.
So I'm just wondering, what do I do, man? Like,
What do you do with so what's a lot? Okay, so there was a lot there. So what's the one
there was a lot there.
what's the specific question? What is the problem?
How should I ask this girl out? You know what I mean? Like should I carry on this reputation of being the ladies' man of the team, or should I just kind of let it go, or is that a decision I need to make on my own?
And she's and this is not going to be long distance.
This is going to be long distance. Yeah, she plans on going to school in another city as well.
Okay. So if anyone's been watching my advice for a while now, I'm very against long distance. I'm very against that.
After being in a long distance relationship, I can totally see why.
Right. So my question is what's making you jump so fast to this and do long distance with this girl? Why would you want to put yourself through that? I mean, it's I say long distance is there's exceptions. Like it's okay to do long distance if you eventually plan to be in the same city. But you're saying right now that you said she is interested in you. You're not sure yet.
She's definitely interested in me.
Okay,
All the signs are there.
So you could see it happening if you pursued it.
I can see us dating. Like all I gotta do is ask. You know what I mean?
Got it. So I mean, is that what you want? I mean, let me just ask you: do you want that? I mean, you've been in a long distance before. Is it something you'd really, enjoy again and want to do again?
You know what? Like, yes, ultimately, but like we'd have a few months before she moves away. So I had that in my favor. This girl's also she's my age. The girl before she just turned 20. So like 20 to 25, there is definitely a difference in maturity for men and women. So.
Well, okay. Either way, again, coming back to the core concept here is, if you guys went, how long do you think you'd be long distance for?
Like me and this current car right now.
Yeah.
Well,
Could it be indefinitely?
let's just say like a magic wand is waved and every situation is ideal. I'd say a year. A year, yeah.
That's a really rough way to start a relationship. It's one thing if you've been dating for a couple years and then it happens to go long distance. It's another story altogether. But you're saying you'll have a couple months with her and then it will go long distance.
Like 5 months, maybe.
5 months. And then it will go long distance. I mean, so is your question, should you go for it?
Basically, yeah. Like just that, and considering all the other factors.
Let me ask you this question.
Sure.
If does it matter what I say? Like deep down inside, some people know that they're going to make a decision no matter what advice they hear. So I'm not asking like, are you going to take my advice or not? I'm not. This has nothing to do with me. I'm just saying, even if you hear something from me or from someone else, deep down, do you kind of already know you're going to do it, or are you seriously on the fence? I mean, really ask yourself that intuitively, because whatever I say might not matter. My answer is I don't think that you should go for it, because I think you're setting yourself up for a very difficult relationship that has a high chance of ending, because I don't have any statistics on this, so I'm not coming from any kind of scientific research here, but I just know from people who have been in long distance relationships, unless they've been together for a while before it starts, it's very difficult to maintain, and a lot of them don't end up working out. Again, this is just from hearing stories, personal experience, things like that. So what I'm going to say to you is, I don't think that you should do it, and you should focus on someone who's going to be in your geographic location. But again, doesn't matter what I say, or you're probably going to go for it if you want to anyways.
Yeah, true enough, man. Hey, well, that's kind of what friends have been telling me, but honestly, I just got on the internet here. I saw you were live. I'm like, oh, shit, maybe I can ask Tripp, So.
Yeah. No, I mean, I'm glad you asked. I'm not trying to put you down in any way, and it's a great question, and we can all learn from it. I just wanted to call that out because I think it's funny, is that sometimes we want to ask advice on certain things in terms of like, should I do A, should I do B, or should I do C? And people kind of already have the answer in their head, and they're sometimes just asking advice so they can get the advice for someone to answer the question how they really want it. And it's like, well, whether I validate your answer or not, you're still going to do exactly what you want to do. But you know what? Here's the thing. You should really do, the answer should be, or the answer is, you should be doing what you really want to do, because if you're going to do that anyways, well, then don't let anyone stop you, and don't let me stop you, even though I tell you I don't think you should do it, because either way, something is guiding you to do it, and you're going to learn the lesson no matter what, right? It's like, okay, the most valuable lessons you can ever be, that are ever learned, are not from someone telling you something, but from you experiencing it. So you just doing it and trying it out and seeing what happens is going to be the lesson right there. And maybe it's going to work. I don't know. I'm not saying like you're doomed. Maybe it will work. Something, you never know. Things happen. But I think it's up to you to experience. So I guess really now my advice to you is just do what your gut says and go for it. And either way, something as good is going to come out of it, whether you guys end up in the relationship or not. So.
Well, hey, you just gave me some awesome advice right there, man. So that's all I need.
Cool. Awesome, man. All right, I'm going to go back to the chat. Thank you for going live with us. We don't always get the opportunity to do that.
I'm drinking Stella Artois, by the way, so for some people asked. So.
Some people he's drinking a Stella. Very nice. Cool. All right, going back. All right, thanks, man. Thanks for coming on. Oh, cancel. Oh, I almost ended the whole live video. That was a bad. That could have been bad. Cool. Awesome. Back here on the chat, what's going on? Back and answering questions. Awesome. You guys are saying some cool stuff here. Okay. Guys, I'm not going to be scrolling back into the chat, so if you have questions, I'm just going to the actual live questions coming up right now. So I'm going to be answering questions from the newest people. You know what's funny? I really should have someone help moderate the chat here, because I get the same questions every chat, and it's fine. It's fine. I don't want to stop anyone from asking their questions, but the same questions I get every live are something about meeting a girl at work, something about first dates, and something about how do I know if the girl's interested in me. I feel like I should have like a little PDF that I send out right away for people. It's like, okay, here are the answers to those questions. Now let's get to some other questions. But I'm just teasing. You guys can ask any question you want. Someone says, why am I a chick repellent? I don't know. Diego says, ex-girlfriend broke up with me after more than 3 years together. 3 weeks after our breakup, we saw each other and had sex, and she told me she loved me and missed me and wanted to be with me. Okay, so what's the problem? She didn't know if she wanted to be together. That is a 50-50 chance on it when she broke up with me a month ago, and she said she wanted to find herself and know what she wants from life. Currently, I don't know what to do and to know if I will get back together with her. Okay, cool. Here's my thought on that. My advice on that would be this. If she broke up with you to begin with, that can be very tough to go through. You probably don't want to go through that again, especially with the same person. So I would have a discussion with her and let her know, like, how can I trust that this is gonna, this isn't gonna happen again? Of course, it could happen again because maybe you do something crappy and she breaks up with you again. But ask her, how do you know this isn't? How do say like this? How do I know this same exact thing isn't gonna happen again? And you're not gonna want to break up again in another month because you're trying to find yourself. And say that it's kind of scary for you. It's kind of scary and risky for you to get back into the relationship knowing that she can just leave like that. So I'd try to get a little bit of confirmation on her end of really knowing that this isn't going to be something repetitive. I'd say that's my best advice. Matthew says, 44 years old, dated a lot of girls in 30s and 20s. Are the rules the same? Yes. Attraction is the same throughout all ages, right? Probably starting maybe at around 18 when a man and a woman is fully developed. But after that, all the way until you're, 100 years old, attraction is the same. Here's the difference when you're dating is that it's, you're 44. So a lot of people are like, I'm 44, I can't date it. Is attraction different in my 20s because a girl is like this? Yes, the lifestyle of a person is different in their teens, their 20s, 30s, 40s, and so on, right? It's like every decade you're living a different lifestyle because you are in a different place in your life and you've had different experiences in the past. So their lifestyle is different, and that might hurt attraction, okay? But attraction still is the same. So lifestyle being different, well, if you're 44, you're going for a 21-year-old, well, it might be tough because you guys don't have a lot to connect on. So it's maybe a little bit harder to get her invested in you and vice versa. I'm not saying that is harder because she's 21, you're 44. I'm just giving an example. My point here is that it might be difficult or different because you're in a different lifestyle, but it doesn't have to be because attraction really works the same way. So I'd say that will a dating relationship last if you're in a significant age gap? Well, I've heard of different age gaps working out. I know a couple, one girl is 25 and he's 42 and they're married and that's working out just great. But I don't know if that is the case for every single person in that age gap. But it all depends. Am I telling you not to go for a younger girl? Absolutely not. You should go for anyone you're attracted to. But long story short, attraction is the same. Hey, Tripp, what can cause a girl to be attracted to you after they have rejected you? She suddenly wants to date me. I don't know why. Why don't you ask her? Just ask her. Say, hey, what changed? There's a guy named Josh who's live on Facebook and on YouTube. He says, check Facebook comment. I posted a question. All right, man, since you're all over the place. I don't see your question. So you might want to post it again. All right. We got someone else who wants to go live here, so we're going to bring him on live. So stand by where we get Johnny live here. Which I'm trying to add right now. It doesn't seem to be working. No, I don't know why it's not working. You're not picking up. All right, Joshua says, there's this girl that I've liked for a while. A while back, I told her how I feel in a subtle way, but she directly said she didn't see me that way. Friend zoned hard. Anyway, we have been clicking again. All right, Josh, you got to finish. Sorry, guys. Facebook, I don't know why it does this weird thing where it cuts off the questions if it's too long. So Josh, you've been clicking again. Then what happened? What happened after you guys clicked? Go ahead and finish that off. Aiden says, hi, I'm afraid my girlfriend is getting too much into me. I do like her a lot, but I'm not that into her. I'm afraid of hurting her. Well, Aiden, you're actually hurting her right now if you're in a relationship with a girl who you're not that into. If you're not that into a girl, then I would actually move on. Nate Vibes wanted to go live too. Okay, we'll get you live here, Nate. Josh, you got to finish your question here. I want to finish it, but you haven't posted it. So you're clicking hard again with the girl. And what? All right, while we wait for that to happen, we're going to go live with Nate Vibes. Nate, bringing you on live here. If you guys also want to go live, don't forget to go to facebook.com, like my page, so you get updates on the live, and then we can get you live. I'm adding you to live right now, Nate Vibes. You're not answering. Ant-Man says, let's hear that question, Josh. We want the rest of that question, Josh. Come on. And Nate, I'm trying to get you. I'm adding you, but you're not responding for some reason. Something's going on. Josh isn't finishing his question. I'm trying to add Nate, and that's not working. Come on, guys. What's going on? More questions here in the live chat. What do you got for me? Things slowed down a little bit. I guess it didn't work to get Nate live. Not sure what's going on. Jason says, is there a way to ask a girl out while she's on the job working? She's a stocker for Target and or Walmart and a bartender or even a waitress without rambling on and scaring her off. Okay, so got it. So there's girls that are working. Yeah, I mean, I would say you should still go for it. It's just not most ideal place to ask a girl out because she's in the middle of work. So what I would do is try to find a time when she is not as busy. I know this is going to sound kind of creepy, but at least know, like, if she's a waitress, downtime is at like 4 p.m. or when she's just starting the shift. So try to know like when their downtime is and then start to talk to them. Or go up to them and say, hey, I know you're really busy right now, but I wanted to get the chance to talk to you after work. Maybe we can do that. I thought you were really cute. I know you're busy right now. That's just kind of going for it and seeing if it works. But there's no magic way here. It's tough because it's tough to get a girl's attention when she's working. I think he went AFK. Sorry, or maybe he's not here anymore. So, trying to go live with you, Johnny. See what happens. Sport Fanatic 99. Why are you ignoring me? Why did I not receive it when you recommended it? What are you talking about? Ant-Man says another question about the girl I'm talking to. She's not back from service yet, and we've only texted so far. Should I call her video chat instead? Now it's been a couple weeks since we started talking. Yeah, I would. Again, we're climbing the stairs, right? So higher up the stairs is getting on a face chat with her. So just think about what's going to get you guys connected even more. So whatever you can do to obviously the top of the stairs, the most connected you could be is getting with her in person. So just think about what's the closest you can get to connecting with her. You're welcome, Ant-Man. All right. Nate, I'm going to try you again, buddy. It didn't work. All right, we're going to try to go live with Rye. See what happens there. Is it creepy to talk to girls in the gym? No, it's not creepy to talk to the girls in the gym. It's creepy to be creepy, though. So you can talk to a girl anywhere you really want, but if you're being creepy, then. All right, Josh finishes his question. He says, so there's a girl that he was once friend zoned, and now he's saying that they've been talking more. There's sexual tension. I see her like twice a week, and I'm positive she likes me more than a friend now. How do I keep our relation escalating, but not too quickly where she gets bored? Here's the thing. You want to escalate it fast. Hey, what's up, Rye? Hold on one second. I'm finishing answering a question. Are you over 18?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, so Josh, how do you? The whole thing you got to do here is you want to get it going quickly. A lot of people wait and then they end up in the friend zone again because the girl's like, why isn't he making any moves? Why didn't he ask me out? So if you're positive she likes you, get her on a date or go for the kiss and see what happens. So you don't want to just wait, okay? Attraction can die. Attraction dies when you're waiting. Just remember that. All right, we're live with Rye here. And I'm not going to put you on YouTube like I did last time because it makes it look funky. So I'll keep you here on Facebook. And you ask the question, and then if the guys can't hear you on YouTube, I'll just shout it out. So what's going on?
Okay, so Tripp, I met these two girls, and we had interaction first, and we had this deep connection as well. Like, I could say that, however, it just seems to die off. You know, we didn't convert to dating, maybe a few dates, but it just dies off. I don't understand why.
Okay, so you're saying you met a girl, you went on a few dates, and then it died off.
Yep, died off.
So how do you know that? Did you ask her out again?
Nope, I didn't. However, we just when I used to message her, she didn't reply properly, and I just got a feeling. You know, I didn't ask her out.
Okay, so you got this kind of like intuitive feeling that she's not interested anymore.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I would test out that feeling and know for sure by asking her to hang out again. Now, you might get a rejection, but I wouldn't take any guesses. I would just, push forward and see how she responds. So I would ask her out again and get that confirmation that she's actually not interested. And then if she isn't, why isn't she? It's hard to answer your question because I don't know what may have happened that may have turned her off. I don't know if it's something you said or the way you're acting.
Sorry, when I met her, it was really awkward. I tried pushing the conversation, however, it was really awkward.
It was awkward on your end or her end or what? Like you were feeling okay and then she was acting kind of weird?
Her end. I was asking lots of questions. I was telling her lots of stuff, and I saw one of her videos where you said you shouldn't ask too many questions because that shows neediness. I realized that after I went out.
Well, yeah, you don't want to ask too many questions because you want to give her the chance to ask you questions and her to say something, right? So you don't want it to be a straight interview. So, it's possible maybe she was shy. I mean, you said you went on a couple of dates with her.
Yep, she was shy.
She was shy.
Yeah.
So here's one bit of advice for you guys who are dealing with shy girls. is, and this is going to take a little bit of what's called calibration, which means just kind of adapting to the situation. If she's really shy, you want to make her feel more comfortable. So if she's really shy, but you're like really gregarious, like really kind of outgoing and social, that could intimidate her. Asking a lot of questions could intimidate her. She could actually really like you, but she's shy and maybe overwhelmed by your personality if it's too intense. So you might want to kind of bring it back a little bit and make her feel a little bit more comfortable that way. But either way, we don't want to take guesses here. We want to kind of go for it. So I would absolutely ask her out again and see if she's interested. And if she's not interested, just ask her what changed, what happened. Hey, no, don't say it aggressively because she might not answer. But it's good to get this information for yourself. I actually encourage that for all guys. Is if it doesn't work out with a girl, you guys ended up going on a few dates or whatever have you, and it doesn't end up working out, ask her. You'd be surprised if you ask in the right way. You might get some really great feedback, and that's amazing. That feedback is priceless because you can use that for the future potentially. She might even just say like, "Oh, I just didn't have a connection," and that's fine too. Maybe that's something that you can't change. But if you say something to her like, "Hey, I just want to know, for my own growth's sake." We seem to be going well, but then it seemed to kind of fade off. Is there anything that I did, or is there anything that happened that kind of changed the dynamic between us? I'm saying this a little bit like it sounds very professional, so you don't need to say it like that. But just asking someone, they might answer you, and you might get some good feedback. Like, yeah, when you said this, I didn't really like that, or I didn't really love when this happened, or whatever it is, and you could potentially again, they could say something that you don't have anything to do with, it's something you can't help because it's just part of your personality, and then whatever, but don't be afraid to ask that question, and just say it in a serious way. You're not saying it in a needy way because you're like, oh, what happened? I'm a piece of shit. I suck. It's not about that. It's just like, hey, okay, that's a shame. I enjoyed hanging out with you, but let me ask you. Yada, yada, yada. What do you think about that, Rye?
I understand, makes sense, and I'll definitely go for it now.
Cool. Awesome, Rye. Glad to help you out. Thanks for coming on, man.
Thanks, man.
Awesome. If you guys want to go live too, you can. Just go to Facebook and we'll get you live. Let's see. Thanks, Brandon, for helping out. Yeah, my YouTube is Tripp Advice. Everything is Tripp Advice. You guys want to follow me on Instagram? You want to like me on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube? I made it simple when I first started this 6 years ago. Everything is Tripp Advice. Okay? Very simple. Hey, real quick, I just want to do a quick little shout out to my program called Hooked. So if you're still with us and you still feel like your questions haven't been answered, or you feel lost in the dating game and you're not sure what to do to attract girls, who keep landing in the friend zone, you're really shy, you don't know what to say to girls, you're having trouble meeting girls, all this stuff is covered in my Hooked program at getterhooked.com. So if you are trying to learn this stuff and you want to learn it from A to Z and start from the very beginning and get the best advice possible, then check it out. I'm going to put a link here in the chat. This is my program. Yes, it does cost money. It is how I run the Tripp Advice business. But it is really one of the most helpful things in terms of learning this stuff. Yes, you can get all the answers you want on the YouTube channel, and I still encourage you to watch the YouTube and listen to the podcast and come on the lives. But if you want kind of like to learn all this stuff and get a foundation and then come on here live and ask questions, or come into the Tripp's Corner group, which is my secret Facebook group, and ask questions there, you can do that, but you can only get access to Tripp's Corner, the secret Facebook group, if you have been a member of the Hooked program. So don't forget to check that out either now or in the next after 7 minutes, because I'm only going to be live here for the next 7 minutes. But absolutely check that out if you want a great foundation in how to meet and attract women. GetHerHooked.com. All right, that's my little advertisement for the program. I'm here for the next 5-6 minutes to answer more questions. Josh says Hooked is worth the money. It sure is. Josh, let's get you live real quick to answer your question about coaching. Josh says, should I go for the kiss when we haven't even dated yet? I don't want to fuck it up, and honestly don't think I have the balls at this point. If you don't have the balls, then ask her out. then ask her out. Okay, we're going to go really quick live with Josh. Josh, ask your question, and then I'll relay it to everyone on YouTube, and we'll get going. What is your question? Nice glasses.
Thanks. They're my sunglasses at night for good sleeps.
Nice.
So, for anyone who doesn't know, I won the coaching scholarship with Spencer Burnett, Tripp's head coach. And my question is, what to expect from the program, and how do I get the most out of this coaching program?
Cool.
This is a pretty cool opportunity, and I want to take advantage of it.
Cool. So for those on YouTube who didn't hear that, Josh is live. He's the winner of the Get the Girl giveaway contest. He won a free 12-week coaching program with my head coach, Spencer Burnett. And he has a good question here. He said, how is he supposed to get the most out of this coaching program? And I wanted to answer this for you guys, even though I know a lot of you aren't necessarily going to sign up for coaching. But I have an answer here that's going to be very important for you, whether you're doing coaching, whether you're learning this stuff from my Hooked course, whether you're learning this stuff right now here on live, or watching my YouTube videos or listening to my podcast. Like, how do you get the most out of information in coaching? Because the thing is, coaching is just like a glorified version of watching a YouTube video. It's the same idea, right? You're just getting information, but you're getting information from a source that knows you. So it is obviously much better to get coaching than watching a YouTube video, in a sense, but you're still just sitting there listening and absorbing information. So if you think about it that way, what can you do to get the best out of coaching or information in general is the simple answer, very simple answer, is going out there and applying it, right? So some people will get coached. I've coached guys in the past, and they've invested a lot of money to get coaching, and there's only so much I can do to help someone. I can't go out there and go to their home and grab them by the collar and drag them out and have them do their homework and apply the stuff we teach them. There's only so much I can say to get them to do it. So my advice to you, Josh, is to make sure that you're doing the program, okay? Doing the program. Thanks, Patrick. If you have a question, we'll get to you. We'll put you in the queue. But yeah, you have to take the information and you have to apply it. And I would apply, especially for you since you're doing coaching, apply it aggressively. Okay, because this is like your one opportunity. You got coaching. Apply it aggressively. Okay, make sure you're doing everything you can to. It's like this is not your only shot, but take it as like this is my shot. Like if I really want to get better here, this is my shot here, and this is what I have to do. Okay, so take the advice, apply it, and make it work. And you have every opportunity to do that because you have Spencer there to ask questions. So there's no excuses at this point. Any problem you have trying to apply the advice, he's going to be able to help you do that. So for you guys who are trying to learn this stuff without doing coaching, the same advice applies to you, is apply this stuff aggressively. Sitting here and watching and listening and absorbing information is 30% of the way there. You can come to every live, listen to every podcast and every YouTube video and yada yada, but if you're not applying and doing anything with it, it's not going to work. So Josh, for you specifically, it's look at this as this is your kind of like last shot. No, it's not, but treat it like that so that pushes you and encourages you to really put this into practice, because that's where all the real learning lessons are going to come, from you going out there and doing what Spencer is telling you or whatever anyone else is telling you. Find out if the advice works. Don't take it, don't sit here and listen and think like, oh, I get a lot. Tripp's the man, he's got the greatest advice. Only if you go and apply it. Otherwise, I'm just spitting out words and it means absolutely nothing. It only means something if you're going out there and using it. So test me out. Test out whether my stuff works. Don't just believe it. Go out there and do it. So that's my advice for you, Josh.
Sounds good. Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, man. Does that help? Are you looking for anything else?
Yeah.
Is that a good answer for you? Is that going to encourage you? That is the best thing you can do.
Yeah, yes, it really is that simple. It's listening and taking that information and just going out and applying it, like you said, aggressively.
Yeah.
And treating it like, I'm a young guy, I may have more opportunities, but this is a special opportunity, and take advantage of it. Treat it like it's, it is serious. And just have fun with it, probably.
Right, exactly. Cool. Awesome, Josh. Good luck.
Thank you.
All right, talk to you soon, buddy.
Thanks, man.
Congrats. Bye.
Okay.
Cool, cool. Awesome. Thanks, Patrick. If you have a question, we can answer it. What are the questions we got here? I'll answer a couple more, but we're up to the hour. Tripp, would you be able to do a follow-up with Jason Capital, read his book, Higher Status, and using his techniques, which give me good results? Good. I've already done some videos with Jason, so you can check that out on YouTube. Patrick says, hey Tripp, my question is, I asked this girl out twice. We went to the movies first and to the theater, tried the kiss twice, didn't work, asked her out again, and she accepted. What can I do? Okay, Patrick, she's interested in you because she keeps on wanting to see you, right? The number one indicator of interest is that she is seeing you again, but she just might not be ready for the kiss yet, okay? She might not be ready for the kiss yet. So I would continue to see her, but go at a pace that's more comfortable for her. Here's the thing, by the way. If you try to kiss her twice and that turned you off, you don't need to see her again. Okay? Just remember that. Everyone goes at a different pace. If you want to move faster, I think that's okay. Of course, if she doesn't want to, then you're not going to move faster. But I'm just saying, in your head, it's like, oh, I move faster and she's going too slow. That doesn't mean you need to stick around. But if you do want to stick around, which is totally fine too, and she wants to take it slow and you're okay with that, then take it slow and continue to see her. But if she's not, the thing is like eventually you're going to have to get physical with her. So if she doesn't end up kissing you by like the 5th or 6th date, maybe you can ask her what's going on. Okay? All right, last question. This is about a girl I knew for some time now. First she met when I was married, and at the time, since I was not happy. I tried talking to her just as a friend, but it never happened. Now I've been divorced. I can't see the rest of that question. Brandon said, wow, that advice actually helped me a lot just now. Go to a pace that works for her. Yeah, go to the pace that works for her and works for you. And if that combines, great. If you're okay with going slow, great. If you're not okay with going slow, well, it's up to you. You don't have to stick around. Okay. Why is this person asking about Adele Inspiron? Okay, thank you guys. We're over an hour here now. Thanks for coming live. I wish I can continue to go live longer. My goal is to eventually get a studio where I can go live with you for like 3 hours. But I can't do that right now because I have other stuff to do. I have other content to create for you. So thank you for coming live. Expect me live same time next week. I appreciate you guys coming on. Sorry I was late today. I am always probably a little bit late, so you can expect that next week. I'll probably be late again. 9:15 isn't the best time to start going live, but yeah, thank you guys for coming on and joining me here on Facebook. Thanks for you guys who have asked questions. Thanks for you guys who have gone live and shared your story with us. So don't forget to check out my vlogs. I'm putting out videos every single day, and I'll see you on the next live or the next video. Talk to you soon.